today is day 2 of 6.3, dividing by synthetic division. I'm assuming that not a lot of you have heard of that before, so let's review long division first. So long division, like we talked about in the last video, there's the divisor and the dividend, divisor and the dividend. We also have the quotient and the remainder, and that's how we wrote our answer last time. So synthetic division is going to look a little bit different. Here's a chart that is going to help us. I used it because of this visual right here. This will help you visualize, like what I said, how to divide using synthetic division. So the first thing that we do is I want to note that, let's look at this example down below. In our example down below, we have 4x squared minus 12x plus 9 divided by x plus 1/2. So it says, write the coefficients of the dividend. So the dividend is this guy right here. Write the coefficients, and then in the upper left corner, we want to write the value of a for the divisor. So this is the divisor. And this is the dividend. So our divisor is written as x minus a. So we need to figure out what a is equal to. In this example, a is equal to negative 1/2. So we know that a is equal to negative 1/2 because we have x minus a, and up here we have x plus 1/2. So then our a would be equal to negative 1/2. So what we need to do, our first step, is to find a, and I'll show you here. Find a, then write the coefficients and a in the synthetic division format. So the format, like I said, is in this chart over here. So we'll go through this first example. We know that a is equal to negative 1/2, so we put it in its own little special box over here. So we just dealt with the divisor, and now we want to deal with the dividend. So the dividend, we want to put the terms in, just the coefficients. So we have 4, negative 12, and 9. Let's look at step 2. Bring down the first coefficient, then multiply and add for each column. So let's walk through this together. It said to bring the first coefficient down, which is 4. So that's what I'm going to do. So now we have 4. And then what we do is we multiply here. We multiply negative 1/2 times 4. And then we get to have a negative 2, which we put up here. So again, we multiplied a times 4 to get us to this negative 2. Now we subtract, or we add them, so negative 12 plus a negative 2 is a negative 14. Now we're going to do the same sort of thing with a. So let's take a, multiply it by a negative 14. So we have negative 1/2 times negative 14, and put it here, which is just a positive 7. Now we add 9 plus 7, and we get 16. I want to put a box around this. So let's see what step 3 says. Write the quotient. Okay, perfect. That's what we're doing. So we're not quite finished yet. I want to tell you what each of these pieces mean. So now what we have, I'll pull it apart over here. We have 4 minus 14. So what we really have is 4x minus 14. And we also have this 16. The 16 is our remainder. So we have plus 16, and again it goes over the divisor. 16 over x plus 1/2. So this is our final answer. Now I know that's probably really confusing and I don't want you to get frustrated. So let's do another one and see if we can work out the kinks. So we have x to the power 4 minus 2x cubed plus 3x plus 1. So now I want you to notice that x squared in the divisor, or the dividend, sorry, and the dividend is missing. So we have 0x squared. So I'm going to rewrite that with 0x squared included. We have x to the power 4 minus 2x cubed plus 0x squared plus 3x plus 1. Now we want to figure out what a is equal to. So we have, remember our divisor is x minus a. So a in this case is going to equal 3. So we'll put 3 in its own special little box up here. And then we write the coefficients of the other polynomial. So this is really a 1. So what we have is 1, negative 2, 0, 3, and 1. And our first step again is to just simply bring this first coefficient down. So we have 1. Now we do the fancy multiplying and move it over business. So 3 times 1, and we move that up here. So 3 times 1 is 3, and we move 3 up here. Now we simply add negative 2 and 3 to get a positive 1. And then we do 3 times that 1 and move it up here. So we get 3 again. 0 plus 3 is just 3. Now we're going to do 3 times 3, which is 9, and we move that up here. 3 plus 9 is 12. And then one last time we do 3 times 12, which is 36, and we move it up here. And 1 plus 36 is finally 37. So remember, this final number that we get is our remainder, so put it in that box. And then we're going to start with 30x, so 12 does not have a variable next to it. 3 is going to be 3x. 1 is going to be 1x squared. And this other one is going to be 1x cubed. So notice that we are adding on variables with the degrees going from right to left, and we are increasing in degrees. So how we would write our answer is x cubed plus x squared plus 3x plus 12. And then we are going to add the 37 over x minus 3. And that's all we have to do for the synthetic division. And this is going to be a piece of cake for you guys. I am confident in your ability. So let's do the you try problems and come to class with those done. And don't forget about your summary. Good luck.